No, that's a man.
So do y'all know the people, like you mentioned, like I don't know him, but do y'all know a lot of the folks in here? Do y'all become friends with these people? Or are these like, is it local Dave down at Don's that just always sits at the end of the bar?
Well, like the guy, like Dirty Dan from Lion's Lair did not know him, but just heard him say that. Heard him say this amazing quote to whoever his buddy was. No, it was a girl.
Some are our friends. Some are us, camouflage.
And I don't want to be friends with Dirty Dan.
You got some pseudonyms in there?
You'll never know.
What's your secret name? Like, is it filthy? Like, does it sound like a porn star name?
No. Or maybe no, just his first
Veronica
name's
Spanks or something like that.
Is that we have to look that up. I need to.
I'll see. I don't know if that is a porn star name, but I was just thinking if you're going to use a fake name to make,
right. It's just
first validity
namers.
Claims.
Yeah.
You should definitely do something real slutty. Be like Candy with an I at the end.
Right. Racehorse name style. Sparkling Kitty. I don't know.
So where do we think our best quotes come from? Are they mainly from the male point of view, or are they coming in?
It's a healthy mix.
It's a healthy mix.
Violent combo.
Are they mostly referring? Because I haven't read the entire book, but I'm going to get one.
You should just flip to a page and read it, and then we'll tell you what that.
All right,
who said it and
here we go.
In context. Because like you said, Kip, a lot of these are out of context, so they have to be somewhat relatable. It can't all just be like you had to be theirs. They have to be somewhat relatable when you just pluck them straight from a drunken conversation.
Okay, so I'm gonna flip through, choose one.
Great.
And you ladies tell us a story or
context.
Well, yes.
We'll provide the context.
Bring you into the snow
so
globe
I'll
of
let
that
you
shit
do
show.
that for a second, but let me ask you this. So y'all have been here in Denver for a while. Where do y'all frequent? Do y'all try to go to the same bars over and over again? Not just for research purposes, but like, where do y'all call home base? What's y'all's neighborhood of choice to party in? Since
you just made my heart beat when you called drinking research. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. It's R&D. We're very much in the R&D game as I sit here and eat mussels and burrata.
This could just be my full-time job.
Rationalizing.
So I would say, we don't go out searching for, again, this just is complete accident that this book even came together. So we don't go to bars to be like, ooh, let's try to get this bar in the next book. It's just kind of wherever we are. Like where we were last night, there were so many quotes that were overheard over in the Rhino District. I'm lame. I'm just a creature of my own neighborhood.
So what's your neighborhood? What's your go-to neighborhood?
My neighborhood is kind of the Highlands, Jefferson Park, Sloan's Lake area. Okay. Tennyson's kind of my jam.
Oh yeah, Hops and Pie we just mentioned.
Right.
We just mentioned. And what's your excuse me, Stacey?
City Park, Colfax, kind of around.
You're over in our neighborhood.
Best part of town.
You get a good mix.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have people defecating on the streets outside of Lion's Lair.
Right.
You've got illegal Pete's right there.
John to Thai massage. That bitch will work you. I love her.
But you also have
shout
our
out to
friends,
Patnip.
And you also have people like Coloradical, local.
Yes, exactly.
Local-based companies have killer shirts. I would love for them to sell them on our website, or sponsor this podcast.
Plug.
Yeah, seamless plug. Go buy their shirts. They're cool shit.
There's a cool new bar in that area. Have you been to Middleman?
Yeah.
Or Thin Man. Those are my two go. I'm
like
the man bars,
I
guess.
It's been
Thin
a couple
Man,
years since I
Middleman.
went over, and I think Chris is a big proponent of it in February is Stout Month, so he lives over there on that block of Vine Street.
Love Vine Street.
Yes.
Well, and so many bars have popped up since this publication, if you will, came out. Hate that expression. If you will. So many bars have popped up and closed since that edition, so we definitely need a Denver part 2 so we can get the Middleman and all these other ones in there. Thin Man's in there for sure. Mm-hmm. Rad bar.
And you could even do a Denver neighborhood thing.
100%.
Cat Hill bars.
Coaster Quotes, South Broadway. Fuck.
So when was the day, before I mentioned this quote for context, when was the day where you two go, hey, let's grab some of these together? And it's really cool because you have quotes from the business
and how drunk we got and we wrote the intro.
Oh shit. PT Cruiser. See, she's saying this and it's kind of registering.
It was purple. This bitch rolled up to my house in a purple PT Cruiser.
That's right.
She was living in Denver, came back to visit me in San Diego where I lived forever before I'm down here. And we just got really drunk, wrote the intro, and it was our vision board. kind of, right?
It's our drunk vision board.
Hey, that's what we do with the wall at our house. We just urinate on it.
Chris, did you ask a question? Did we answer the question correctly?
I don't know.
Such as?
So like, when did you ultimately sit down and be like,
Make
hey,
moves?
let's make this book?
Ooh. I think we just talked about it forever. In San Diego, we just talked about it forever. We should just put all these together into a book. And it's kind of one of those things that you just never think you're going to actually do. So I think the time that it culminated into a real deal was when we both lived in Denver. Because we're out of like the bartending San Diego shit show stage of our lives. We're like, okay, like now we're actually trying to adult.
Are y'all 28
out in a different
too?
city.
Y'all 28?
Just turned.
Nice. Just turned 28 myself this year. But
Let's dim the lights. I'll be 27.
There you go. The 27 club's scary, so that's when we always start at 28.
So
R.I.P. Amy Winehouse.
Yeah, that wasn't one. That's not the first one that comes to mind
Oh.
at all. That's like the 17th. I was thinking like Kurt Cobain and like Jimi Hendrix and all that.
Why are we talking about people dying?
27 Club.
27 Club.
Oh, I get it.
Okay.
I think I might have found the best quote that's really applicable to this year and the current context. So if we could get better context around this quote, that'd be awesome. Kip's going to love this one. This is from Bull and Bush.
Oh, boy.
I'm not as scared of girls' assholes as I used to be. So that's obviously within the past, like, year or so, because...
Fair statement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Butt is all the rage now.
It really
Ass is all the rage.
Y'all don't even have to. We've
I'd love
talked
another
about
one. Thank you.
Our listeners know that ass play is a regular conversation here on this podcast.
Okay.
And if you're not tongue punching fart boxes, somebody else out there will. And that's
You
why the
should-
divorce rate is so high.
Yeah.
There's a direct correlation between men who
That's
don't eat ass and
probably
there's a
not the
divorce rate.
top factor.
Well, that and domestic
It's a
violence.
contributing factor. If the marriage is on the rocks...
Those are the
So
top two.
if they don't take it up the ass, they kick their ass, or what?
I don't know exactly how it works.
Okay.
I'm not married. I'm just saying, if you're not out there pleasing your woman,
Asshole.
there's somebody else out there that is. So that's probably
It's
one.
the bidet,
Yeah.
okay?
Or, some toy that y'all probably have, but it's all the same concept.
Okay, so let's hear
So
the
you guys should
context.
actually
Set
hang out
the-
with
set
Ethan,
the
because I
scene.
believe that Ethan said that.
was
Yes.
just this guy, really smart, college professor style, and he just fired off. He had got this new girlfriend and maybe had started exploring a little bit more than he had before and enjoyed the new territory and was kind of just voicing that he was not scared.
I think we can also give credit to alcohol, because I
Right.
feel like sometimes you just lose your way and then you're like,
Oh.
this.
I'm like, whoa, hard ride at the combo. But it was actually
Right.
really funny, because it's relatable, apparently, because it's tied into the divorce rate. So
Yeah,
we're
super
connecting
relatable.
the dots here with these.
Yeah, and it's
Very,
2019, so
yeah.
you got to be adventurous.
Or just like,
Connecting the dots.
yeah.
So were you
Connecting
talking
the
to
V
this
to B.
guy and he said that, or did you just simply?
He was a friend, and we'll leave it at that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Here's one. Someone said,
boy.
some say I put the whore in horizontal.
Oh, that was my pal Tony. He was wearing a horizontal t-shirt, which we feature in the book. But yeah,
That's hilarious. That's such a great...
I think I tried to give him a compliment. We were drinking at a bar. I think I said something like, I like your shirt. And he goes, yeah, well, some say I put the whore in horizontal. What? How did we get there? But that's okay. And I was like, write that down. I'm going to need you to write that down, pal.
This is awesome. So, how many different bars do y'all highlight in here? Because I feel
There's
like...
about 50.
Okay. So it's free
Is that the
marketing
answer
for
to that?
them.
It's free marketing.
That's pretty nice. So you get to kind of be like, oh, yeah, I've been to that bar. I think I've met this kind of girl up there kind of thing
Yeah,
as well.
100%. Our hope is, too, that if people are just coming to Denver or they get that book, they want to, check out the bars that are in that book. Same thing with the Instagram. The Instagram will tag every bar that the quotes are heard at, in, around.
Ish.
So it really tries to promote the local, support local feel.
Yeah,
and
so
I definitely remember the people that turned it down. Fuck off.
Well, so does that mean that the second edition will be people that have already greenlit it as well? They're cool with it? Or
what are they doing? Greenlighting?
Like, will the edition
Like,
2...
are we going out and getting consent for the new ones?
Or do y'all just kind of hang out at these places and be like, you know what, eventually I'll just meet Barry from Local 46 who said, the most responsible thing I did while I was wasted was get you pregnant. I hope he was talking to his wife, but do y'all know the context?
You never know. Divorce rate is also tied
He's a really
to
good dad now.
Get pregnant. Okay.
So
They must be taking it in the ass, both of them.
Okay. This poor people just came to sit behind us.
Yeah, so we are here at Angelo's and it is open, so other people are having to listen to the conversation now. So we may, move it away from sexual things and more into food and beverage here in Colorado. So the thing is, y'all are in the same industry as us. We like to have a couple segments we do every week that highlight the other local restaurants that maybe aren't in this book, but we'll get back to the book in a minute.
Yeah.
So we oftentimes ask, where's your favorite happy hour spot? So forget the quotes, just personal. Where do y'all go for happy hours?
Here, actually.
Angelo's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Angelo's is
grilled
really
oysters,
good.
bomb. I go, like I said, Thin Man. I live up over by our neighborhood, I guess. So, like,
I'm a sucker for pinche tacos.
Pinche. I like Dos Santos. I like white pie. Like that.
That neighborhood's kind of been popping
Yeah.
off right over there. And I've seen our friends over at Feast locally. They have the card, have like a couple restaurants in that area. Dos Santos, White Pie, Jack's, Uptown. All of those in that neighborhood are all kind of in the Feast Locally campaign. So don't forget about your friends over at Feast Denver. If you want to get 20% off all your meals from those restaurants, go sign up for Feast Locally. Look at that. Seamless friend plug.
So where do you guys go?
there.
So it depends,
I mentioned one place. Again, I'm a creature of habit. Where do you
if
go?
Someone was like, hey, you got to go to happy hour right now today.
I'm going to Rhino, probably Finn's Manor.
Ooh, I love that place.
It's a lot of fun. I do Milk Market a lot, too. I drink a lot of Milk Market.
We do cheese plates at Bar Fausto.
Okay.
And then we hit that photo booth on our way out for some good shit.
I've dubbed it Bar Fatso because I usually take out an entire cheese plate. Yeah. On my own. Don't need help. Bar Fatso's great.
All right, so
Pinche tacos again.
I guess that would also...
I'm not getting paid for this. You're welcome, Pinche.
I used to go to Pinche Tacos all the time, and I had one of those lockers at Congress Park where you bought your own booze, and we would. I was up there at least twice a week.
Yeah.
But then this was probably like 3 or 4 years ago when I used to go up there all the time, and then the staff kind of completely changed.
It did.
And they lost a couple really cool people. And so, like,
Bummer.
my people aren't there
Hi,
because Mondays, I was there at 3 o'clock. Because this was when I was still working in the restaurants. So I would always have Mondays off. And, like, I would do shit in the morning. And then come 3 o'clock when they open on Monday for all-day happy hour, I was up there getting lit.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's your order? What's your guys' like go-to beer order? Like first drink, Saturday, like afternoon, like right now.
I'm drinking Budweiser and a shot of tequila.
Well, since it's a little earlier in the morning, I'm having a little Aperol Spritz, which is kind of nice. But if I'm like, if it's like a Friday and I got off work and want to go grab a drink, I'm going to start with a liquor drink.
Okay.
And then maybe have a little bit of beer or something like that. It just kind of depends on the night.
Awesome.
Vodka soda is a good go-to drink.
That's for the long game. That's what I was doing last night, just because I knew I had to have the stamina to hang out till 1. So it was vodka sodas for a while.
So if you're going to happy hour for the food though, mainly, if that's like, because some days you want to grab drinks, but you're mainly like
a Postino.
I just want to do some
and
food.
Red wine.
Where do you go?
That's Italian for white women
food?
love bruschetta.
I love it.
Depends on what I'm craving. I love California, obviously, like seafood. Like I seek that out. So anywhere that has that, I'm into it.
Not my jam. I'm a big
hates that
snacky person, so anything that has small plates, like little tapas and things that I can just finger, that's what I'm into.
You like to finger things?
Write that down.
Yeah, it sounds like a coaster quote. Anything I can finger, I'm into. That's kind of weird.
No, you literally are in it.
Like I'm literally into it.
All right, well,
I don't see what you did there. That's all on.
Where's your
East Coast
favorite
time
date
pause.
night spot?
Oh,
who? Where do I take myself?
Like when, or when
if you, I master date all the time.
Master date? You know I love the puns. That is so good. Can I use it?
Yeah, I didn't take that. I didn't create that. That's universally good.